What's going on, team? It's your boy G, and we back at it again with another episode of the G Files, man. Today's episode, we are going to be reviewing Star Wars Visions, bro. And y'all know me, I was super hyped when I saw the trailer for this joint. Star Wars, bro. Freaking, oh my gosh. Now it's time for the actual review, because I watched all the episodes, you know what I'm saying? And I took a little bit of time just to, really gather my thoughts on, how I really felt about, all of the different episodes. Because it's, not one story. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple. So I'm super excited to get into this, man. If you guys are hyped, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and any bit of support is greatly appreciated, man. You could be watching anything on YouTube right now. Besides, check this video out. So I appreciate y'all. Without further ado, let's jump into the vid. All right, y'all. So if y'all don't know, this y'all first time seeing anything Star Wars Visions related. Star Wars Visions is basically like a short story type of story arc, TV show, anime, but it's like Star Wars stories. You know what I'm saying? Because we've gotten short stories from Star Wars before, but these were very short episodic animes from different studios. It was a variety of different art styles, a variety of animations. John was beautiful, bro. When I say beautiful, I mean beautiful. Some of them was a little iffy. I ain't gonna fake, I wasn't a fan of some of the art styles, but that John was pretty for sure. Now, one thing I definitely liked was how they touched all of the different Star Wars eras, ones that we are very familiar with to ones that we aren't. So they touched the past, present, and the future stuff. And of course, if you go into the past, we're going to get some cameos. So that was super dope to see, not only Boba Fett, but we also got to see Jabba. You know what I'm saying? That was cool to see. That episode necessarily wasn't my favorite just because of what the story was about, but I really liked the art style and the animation for that joint for sure. It was just the concept and the story that I wasn't really feeling itself, but it's always cool to see characters that you recognize and that you love. And yeah, it was just overall dope. So I just appreciate them, you know what I'm saying, touching every era and expanding it, bro. Now, some of these storylines were really strong, and some of them weren't so strong. And I feel like the ones that were the strongest are the ones that kept it simple at some point, because you can go about this a couple different ways. You know what I'm saying? You could have a very strong concept and focus heavy on story. You know what I'm saying? And the art will be the art, but because I feel like you can go about it a few different ways, and we definitely seen a variety of strategies when it comes to all of these different stories that we were able to see. To me, the way my brain works, I looked at it as a design assignment. You got this amount of time to create whatever Star Wars story that you want to tackle. You know what I'm saying? It could have canon stuff in it, it could not. The world is yours, basically. You know what I'm saying? You got free reign to make what your heart desires, right? So you can go a few different ways. You can go very traditional, you know what I'm saying, with the cameos that I was talking about earlier. You could just have a classic love story, which is something I wasn't really feeling within one of the episodes specifically, just because it was something we done seen before. Or you could just go completely left, you know what I'm saying, and just try to put as much stuff in there while also making it look as cool as possible, and then wrapping it all up in a bow, and hopefully it works. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely different strategies that I feel like each studio not only took advantage of, but just really tried to make something outside of the box. And for that, I can definitely appreciate that, because it's not easy, bro. The Star Wars fandom, bro, it's no joke. It's no joke. So anytime you making something like this, you gotta go crazy. And I also made a tier list that I'll show y'all at the end of this video of just my rankings for all of the episodes, just so y'all know where my head was at. I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section below for that as well. What's going on, team? I know you guys are enjoying the video right now, but I want to let you guys know that not only are we making videos like this every day, Monday through Friday here on YouTube, but we're streaming on Twitch. We're having these conversations. I want to see you guys in the chat so we can talk about all this stuff live, man. We got a dope community over there, and I would love you guys to join. So check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/JanatoSensei. Link is in the description. Yeah, and I'll see y'all in the chat. Back to the video. Now, possibly my favorite thing that I got to see within all of these episodes was just the different lightsaber designs. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them use like, you know, different inspirations throughout different, you know, parts of history to just making something that looks completely unique. Like we're seeing Star Wars, you know, lightsabers that, you know, we've never seen before in like not only animation but just like in the world period. You know what I'm saying? Like we're accustomed to just seeing lightsabers, not only just like the hilt built a certain way, but just, you know, how the actual like sword is. You know what I'm saying? Like how the actual beam of light is. You know, there was even a moment in one of the episodes where there was a colorless lightsaber. You know what I'm saying? And the way they explain it was like once you become strong enough with the Force, that's when your lightsaber will change color. You know, so like that was like a really cool thing to see because it was just really creative. You know what I'm saying? Especially with like the dark side users. You know, some of them have some really dope lightsabers I can't even fake. Now with that creativity and design, I really like the way that they use color in some of these, whether it was like a black and white film, but you know, only time you would see colors when there was actually like light around, or just the different color palettes that, you know, they use within this joint to, you know, bring the environment to a whole nother level, whether it was like a good mood or a bad mood. Like, and then you had even like super detailed, what almost looked like Studio Ghibli type of vibes, like of animation, that of like art that was just like so freaking, like it just looked so good, bro. It looked so good. I had to watch that joint like twice. You know what I'm saying? Like it was really fire. Overall, just the use of color and light, I think that was a really cool like just design task that, you know, they design tasks that they took, you know what I'm saying, ran with that joint for sure. Now as far as the fights, when there was lightsaber duels, like a lot of them were pretty good, but you know, I feel like a lot of them was more dramatized and theatric based, whereas like it wasn't a lot of like actual lightsaber combat. It was more so conversations happening between the actual fight. You know what I'm saying? But even then, even when the fights were even that long, like it could have been just like one swift move, that whole moment and anticipation of, you know, just this one moment was so great that it just left me like with no words a lot of times. Like one moment specifically, you know, was seeing the one girl, I'm forgetting her name, but it was the bride episode. You know what I'm saying, where she had like the yellow lightsaber and she had the hood on, the dark hood and everything, and you know, she didn't even really use her lightsaber like that, but when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, this joint is going crazy. You know, so a lot of times with Star Wars, it don't take much to make your point. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely love the fights, man. I'm definitely going to need some part 2s to these stories because some of these joints was too good, and I really want to continue not to only explore the world that they were able to build in that, but just that art style. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed some of these from just a creative standpoint. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was just like, you know, just the balance within the stories, and you know, the way that they were able to show love to not only the light side but the dark side. Like a lot of times the dark side always gets kind of left out. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't get explored as much, and even if it don't mean that, like, you know, that character is necessarily evil, because we had like, you know, a whole bounty hunter of the Sith like within some of these episodes. But I think that's one thing that, you know, Star Wars really needs, and I think that's why, you know, Star Wars Visions is an important thing, because you get to explore things that you wouldn't necessarily do outside of the main, like, you know, canon part of Star Wars. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed Star Wars Visions. I was super hyped. We did a whole like watch party on Twitch. That joint was super fun just to go through, because episodes is pretty quick, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we would just talk about it after each one and then go on to the next one. So I can't wait for another one to drop. I hope they make another season, bro. They got to. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all did, smash that like button down below for your boy. I'm giving Star Wars Visions an 89 out of 100 G-File score. And yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all be easy, y'all know the vibes. Always keep growing, so you can speak, boy G. I'm gone. Peace.